Hello Sagittarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of January 2019, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month and a good year so far, and wishing you also the best for next year. As always, I will shuffle the card for you prior to the reading. So let's get started. So the first card for you representing the present position or the beginning of the month, you have the Four of Hearts. So toward the beginning of the month, you might be like certainly waiting for some kind of news or some kind of decisions with regards to your work, or it can also be like if you have been applying for several different jobs, and possibly you have been like interviewing several different times as well. And for the beginning of the month of January, you might be still waiting for like some kind of decisions, like final offer possible here that you have possibly will be presented to you, but you are still waiting for those to happen or to come to you. Secondly, also this card can also be indicative that you might be bored with the job that you are currently in right now, and you are feeling like possibly maybe you have been working there for maybe 5 or 10 years or so, and you might not feel like this is the one, or this is the job that you want to do for the rest of your life possible, or maybe for the next future. So that can be something that you have been contemplating from the past as well. So let's see what is the next card for you, representing the influence card or the bridge cards. Towards the middle of the month, you have the Jack of Hearts. So if this is the news that you have been waiting for, it looks like that the news will come to you with regards to possible like your work, or it can also be related to like your emotions kind of things, like if you've been waiting for decisions from your partner to move maybe somewhere, and that's also related to the financial matters, maybe if let's say the loan are getting approved, or maybe some of the permits that you have, maybe if you have got a job, maybe you have to apply for a permit or visas and things like that, then you might be still waiting for those to be finalized. But I do see it that will come very soon, especially during the month of January. I think the middle towards the end of the month, you might be getting those coming to you. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Five of Diamonds, and this can be related to the financial conditions that you are in right now in the past, possibly in the month of December or even beforehand as well. For some of you, this can be indicative, like maybe you have lost your job, maybe you have been laid off, or you may have been maybe quitting your job, or even like maybe you have some problems in your work, and therefore you are like moving on, like quitting your jobs in some way, and then you possibly you have been unemployed for some time, and there can be that's the reason why you have still waiting for those the final decisions. So that can also be indicative that as well. Other than that, this can also be related to your emotional state as well, like if you've been like divorced, or maybe your partner left you, or you left your partner. That can be either way, and that can be really hard situations as well that you may have been getting for the past maybe few months or so. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the King of Clubs. So you may be working with this person before, a male sign figure from the fire sign. He's a very action oriented, and he always has a lot of plan and a lot of agendas that he has, but he always succeed and achieve what he wants. So possibly you have maybe done several different cooperation with him, and you also learn a lot from the way he conduct his business. And this can be something that possible you are like you learn a lot from him, and you are getting a lot of new insight from him. And this can also be something that is very useful. Otherwise, this can also be indicated you as a fire sign, and you learn a lot how to take a decision quickly and how to achieve your goal and what you want in the past, and that can be very important for you. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Jack of Club. So there are some of the decisions that have been made in the past that you have been finalizing it or contemplating it. Let's say if you have been deciding that you want to moving on, like changing jobs or changing career or changing locations or direction in your life. So that can be something that you have already made decisions before, and that can be something that you wanted to, you just have to move forward and just let it go. So the things that you have been like you have decided before, that's something that you should just go and proceed with that. There is no way of being indecisive in some way. Sometimes it's gonna be detrimental to you as well. So the next card that you have representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have the Ten of Hearts. So the Ten of Hearts indicates that you might be, I think you are feeling happy and joyous by the end of the month. If this is related to let's say your the news that are coming in the middle of the month, and that can be correlated with this. So this can be related to your emotion state, or even like your work, or even like your families as well. If you have been like taking the decision to moving on, changing location, changing place of residence, but then you are still waiting if you can also bring your families or your parents or your spouse along with you, and that decision actually is really like in your favor by the end of the month. Maybe the company that you are will be working on, maybe they give you some compensation on that, and those type of things that can be beneficial for you for relocations and for travelings and accommodations costs and things like that. So yeah, so the last card here to clarify the whole readings of your spread, by at the bottom of the deck you have the Five of Spades. So be aware that during the month of January there will be a lot of oppositions, a lot of challenges, or a lot of people that are challenging you on your ideas and your comments and so on. So be mindful, and you have to be very delicate, I would say. Don't be rushing into it and just harsh toward people, because sometimes they are doing it because maybe they don't know the truth, or there are a couple of things that are not, they don't get all the informations, but then they just judging you in some way. So just be aware of that. Don't be jump into conclusion too quickly. You just have to be patient, and then say what you needed to say and explain it to them what would be the best possible answer for that. So yeah, I think overall you get double 5 here as well. So I don't see it as I think it's gonna be quite there will be a lot of changes, I would say, but don't worry about that. As long as you can handle everything and do it practically, I think there is no doubt that you can do everything well. So, and also by the end of the month you're also getting what you possibly need and possibly wants, and then you are happy and joyous and have a lot of positive things around you. So yeah, I think that's overall readings for you. I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe. And if you want to donate to our channel, just send your donation via PayPal towards this email address. And if you do want to do the personal readings, just follow the same thing, just send the email here, and see you next month, or Happy New Year.